break over. Glasses are off. I just realized something that kind of makes me feel a little silly that it didn't occur to me earlier. But if you put it like this, to mount it on these posts actually back here, no, over here, yeah. If I put it like this, the problem is all these wires are sticking up. They could have been sticking down, and I could have mounted it that much closer to the back. So I think that's probably a revision for me to put in the 3D file, is to raise these posts up that much higher. But that's what that is, this is what prototyping is about, I think is what I'm trying to say. So if I were to bring this back down, I want to make sure I've got the positioning right here. That means that, okay, the other thing is if I turn it around like this, I'm twisting all the wires. So I could take them all off and then remount them. That's an option. Or I can put them like this. The problem is if I put them like this, now all of the buttons that I need for setting are buried within all these wires. So I think it makes more sense to have it around like this. Oops, sorry. I guess that means it's gone on this side. Yeah. And now the buttons are sitting underneath here, which doesn't work so well. So I'm going to have to mount this a bit more like this. Let's see if it'll make it all the way over to this side. Just makes it to that side. And then what I'll have to do is like take the twist out of these wires here. These I think I can fold back. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And then, so my buttons are going to be here. So that's something I thought I had thought through, but maybe I could have thought through a little bit better. It's going to, but it could be better. I could have done better. But like I said, it's a prototype. This is where you learn these things, when you finally get to the actual point of assembly. So I'm going to go ahead and get some posts and put them on these two here. We disconnect power so don't short anything out. Flip that over. And if I've got that right, I can now take these, because now that I think of it, I don't think I have any M3. And let's see, is this an actual M2 hole? I think it's actually an M3 hole. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that goes in way too easy. It almost goes through the hole. So let me see what I've got for M3, and I'll be right back. All right, I got lucky. I've got some M3 in stock. I wanted to go with plastic instead of metal. And I think those are 5s. How tall do I need them to be? I think it was 10 was the plan. Let's see if I've got some 10 millimeter posts. M3. Could be. These might be about right. I gotta find matching nuts. Let's see, what is this? 50 pieces. All right, let's put this together. We need a few of these pieces. All right, that was a little bit confusing, but I think I've got it now. We're going to go ahead and take the brass ones because they will fit. They will land in a place where they're not going to short anything out. So we'll take that and a plastic nut, stick it on top, screw them together. Which I can't really show you because this is all so small. But there we go. There's one. Just to prove it, there's one. Now I need another one over here. Through that tiny little hole. Put the nut on. I will update the parts list to include the fact that these are M3 It should work that way. All right, that gets us in a position to do this. And now we're pulling rather hard against these two, which is not optimal, but we'll make it work. Now I need a couple of tiny screws that we struggled with earlier. And I have to spill them all out. And flashlight. Oh, wow. My holes don't line up. I'm only going to be able to put one of these in, but I've got the posts now down against that, so this should hold together reasonably well. I'm going to choose to go this way so there's not as much strain on these cables. And yeah, that looks like that's where it's supposed to be. Okay, good news and bad news. And this is going to be really hard for me to show, but I got it in. There's one right here. And it's leaning up against the... Oh, it's not actually. I got 3 points of contact instead of 4. I had trouble getting it in to the one that's supposed to match up with this post over here, but instead I got it in with the one that matches with that post over there. And actually now, as I recall, they don't line up anyway. I'm going to have to try and take this back out and go over because I want to have it sitting on this post and not rocking too much. So here I go again. All right, I got lucky on that one, I think. Yes, but you're now leaning against this post. Can I get a screw in there? Oh, I might be able to. Yes, I can. To quote Steve, nice. Okay. I've got these. I want to see. Can I take a twist out? I don't think so. I can take a twist out of this one, but that's not the issue. It's this one here, but I think it's still going to work. These can probably lay down without too much trouble. These could be pushed over this way. I got a power connector that can come out that way, so let's see if I can make use of these back pieces. Now, as I recall when I unboxed, I kind of need to start in the middle because the case shrunk a bit. I don't know how much more it would have shrunk with the painting or just with time. Oh, that is in. Okay. Huh. That lined up? Not anymore. Wow. Okay, those two are lined up. That's good. I want to get at least some sort of support in here. So that's the idea of what I'm trying to do. I'm still going to need to be able to get to... Oh, wow. I can't get to the buttons with this one on. So let me hold this in here. We'll grab another one. Where did they all go? That's the one I used as an actual template. Yeah, it's gotten to be a real mess around here. Let's see if I can get this one to go in. I think I've got to put it in this way and push that way a little bit. No, that should be... Nope. It's not all that convincing. I think this whole lip here needs to be taller. So another adjustment for me to make before I release. Okay, I think we're pretty close there. Where did I drop the other one? There it is. Okay, well, apparently one of the cameras shut off. And apparently the point I was at was trying to mount these in the back. So let me show you what I ended up with finally. Was I managed to get, trying not to scratch it, I managed to get the two on the outside. That still left me with access to the buttons in the middle, and I can only screw into here, but then it dawned on me, if I had a drill that was small enough to fit in there, I could re-drill these holes and get a couple more screws. I'm not too worried about it, because in the end, I'm going to turn it like this, which to your perspective is more like that. And if it's sitting like that, you're not looking at the back of it, so who cares how needed it really is, as long as there's not wires hanging out of it that are going to cause you a problem. And clearly, the wires are not hanging out and causing a problem. I could have gotten longer cables on this. I'll put it all in the parts list. I'll mention the size that I bought, my suggestion in terms of buying a longer cable, because there's one here that is pulled rather hard, but it hasn't copped out, so this is still functional. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to go put this up in the bedroom and be able to wake up in the middle of the night and see, what time is it? I'm a happy camper. This, all in all, worked out very well. I can see modifications that I could do. Probably going to have to edit this video way down to make it digestible. It probably took me the better part of an hour or a little more to put this together, with all the problems I ran into, just the screws that don't want to line up, or the fact that they're so small and I have motor skill issues. So, but I got it done. I solved my problem. Again, I'm a happy camper. Thank you so much for watching.
I'm a happy camper, what a day. Got my project done, I'm feeling okay. The sun is shining, it's a brand new start, with joyful rhythm straight from the heart. Smile on my face, the world's mine today. Dance to the beat, let troubles sway. Life is a song, come what may. Joy in my soul, come and play. Walking down the street, hands in there, a little skip in my step, 'cause I don't have a care. The city's alive and oh, so am I. With every note I feel I could fly. Smile on my face, the world's mine today. Dance to the beat, let trouble sway. Life is a melody, sweet as a souffle. Joy in my heart won't fade away. And when the night comes, stars in the sky, I'll carry this feeling and never saying goodbye. Where sunlight's the dust, joy's never gone. With every smile, though the melody plays on.